Good afternoon and welcome to this final World Cup qualifier in Group I between Guinea-Bissau and Sudan. It's taking place in Marrakesh today, and these two sides, with nothing to play for, they're already out on the road to Qatar 2022. Their adventure stops here. Quick look at the group then. Morocco, of course, running away with this one. They were qualified for the playoffs after just 4 matches. Guinea-Bissau currently in second place after holding Guinea to a 0-0 draw on Friday. They now take on a Sudan side that they beat earlier in the campaign in their second qualifier, in fact, a 4-2 win in Omdurman. It's the only game, in fact, that Sudan have been able to play at home. In fact, they've played virtually every game in Morocco, given Morocco are also in the group. They were in Rabat just 3 days ago, beaten handsomely by their hosts. Morocco certainly look like they'll be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs for a place, one of the 5 places for the African sides at Qatar 2022. 6 of the 10 places already filled. Morocco then with one of them. Senegal, they were through as well quickly. DRC have joined them. Egypt, Mali in this round, and also yesterday Ghana clinching their place with that 1-0 win over South Africa. So some of the continental heavyweights already through to that playoff round, which will take place home and away after the draw. Those games in late March, of course, which come after the Africa Cup of Nations in January. And although there's only pride really at stake and a few World Cup qualifying points for these two sides, they do both have to look forward to that Nations Cup in January. And this game could be full of information for both coaches, because they actually will meet in Cameroon, kicking off their group stage campaign. Group D they're in. They play each other in their opener on the 11th of January, so under 2 months away in Garoua in Cameroon. And that will be an important game for both, because the other sides in the group are Egypt and Nigeria. Doesn't look like anybody's had lunch. Everybody's eating in the dugout. Sure, the 22 players about to step out onto the pitch have already managed to fuel up ahead of this one. It was quite a contest that they served up in Omdurman back in September. Guinea-Bissau coming through with some late goals to win that one. The scoreline a little bit flattering, it has to be said. Let's see how this one goes on neutral territory, even if it is on paper, and Guinea-Bissau home game. The flag of the visitors, Sudan, although they must be feeling pretty at home in Morocco by now. Guinea-Bissau and Sudan head out onto the pitch in Marrakesh. Pride at stake as their road to Qatar 2022 ends here with their final Group I qualifier. Both teams, though, looking to build towards the Africa Cup of Nations in January, where they'll play against each other. What looks like a very testing Group D. So a lot of lessons to be learned ahead of that game in just under 2 months' time as we hear the anthems. So that was the Sudan anthem, and now the hosts, Guinea-Bissau. Real determination from the Guinea-Bissau players to end this group stage campaign on the high of a win. Coach Hubert Velud makes 4 changes to the team that was beaten by Morocco back on Friday. Coach Basiro Kande, makes 3 changes to the side that drew with Guinea on Friday, including Alex Mendy, who's been in such good form for French second division side Caen. 7 goals in 13 French second division matches for the former Bordeaux striker. He'll be a real handful for the Sudanese defence today. The 2 captains on the left, Jonas Mendes, the Guinea-Bissau goalkeeper, and his Sudanese counterpart, Nasser El-Din El Shagail, the 36-year-old midfielder, will underpin the visitors' challenge today. There's also, look out for number 10, Mohamed Abdel Rahman, who got both goals as Sudan were beaten by Guinea-Bissau in Omdurman in their only home game. There he is. High quality forward. Also scored the only goal of the game as Sudan qualified for the Arab Cup by beating Libya, who've had a fairly impressive qualifying campaign themselves. The Arab Cup coming up between this final qualifier and the Nations Cup. Just waiting to get underway then in Marrakesh. Even the referee needs a little warm-up. It's taking so long to get things going. Players too, getting their feet moving. A win here today will be important for momentum ahead of the bigger games to come. And this still is a World Cup qualifier, even if the points that they would get on the board won't count for anything in terms of reaching Qatar 2022. We get underway then in Marrakesh. Guinea-Bissau against Sudan, bringing the curtain down on their Group I campaign. This one for pride and a few extra points. No place in Qatar 2022 available to these two sides. Morocco already running away with the group, but with their meeting in the Nations Cup in just under 2 months' time, this one an important encounter. Lessons to be learned ahead of Cameroon next year. Guinea-Bissau, who got the better of the two sides. A better game, or better result at least, in Omdurman back in September, with a 4-2 win. But Sudan caused them a number of problems on that evening. Long ball forward, it's over the top of everyone. And Steve Ambry gets the shot away. And the ball smuggled to safety before the follow-up can be snapped up. Well, it was very much a case of slow and then very quick indeed from Guinea-Bissau to create that opening. A long ball over the top, it was misjudged. And Ombry able to get the shot away. Excuse me, it wasn't Steve Ombry, it was not 17, it was 11, it was Jorginho. Elta here with the mistake. Just watching the ball go over his head as Now Sudan have an opportunity on to better first touch there. Was required from Faris Abdallah. Likes to get forward, does the Sudanese fullback. Plays his club football as do many of his teammates today at Al Hilal in Omdurman, the sister city of Khartoum. That's a good ball too. Another opportunity here. A good bit of defending as well. Didn't dive in. Did Nanu. Just forced his man wide. That was the effort by Jorginho. Decent stop by Ali Abdallah. Back in the side today after missing the game against Morocco. Ali Abdallah. Sudan on the front foot again. Very positive start from them too. Yassir Mozimil looks like he's going to try and make the most of being given his chance. He's up front along with Mohamed Abdelrahman in place of Saif Terry, the Egyptian-based forward who is probably Sudan's first choice to play alongside Abdelrahman. Well, I say alongside Abdelrahman, just off him as a support striker, second striker if you like. No doubt Mozamil trying to play his way into the squad for Cameroon next year. Well, Jorginho's first time effort didn't quite catch it. And both sides creating opportunities and half opportunities. An incredibly open start to this encounter. El Tahir. Didn't get a clean strike on it. So we get a look at Hubert Velut. The Sudan coach. Has been since last year. Both of these teams actually came through the first qualifying round to reach the group stage. So it's been a long road to here already. Sudan beating Chad and Guinea-Bissau beating Sao Tome and Principe. Zamia Kamal wins his 60th cap today, the hugely experienced centre-back. Only the captain El Shagail with more caps in the current squad. Jorginho pressing. Mendy as well. Making life difficult for Sudan to bring the ball out. 7 minutes in. Very open start. Both teams threatening. But No goals as yet. Here's Fali Kande. Was on Porto's books as a youth, now plays his football in Portimao in the Algarve. Can't be bad, can it? It's a long ball forward, looking for Jorginho, and a clean catch by Ali Abdallah. It's the sort of thing that defenders like to see from their goalkeeper. Breeds confidence. Kande with the throw. Can't make any headway in Guinea-Bissau, and here's Al-Shagail. Doesn't like the options he's got up front. Here he is once more, the rangy Sudanese captain. These two sides have already met 21 previous times. 9 wins apiece following that win for Guinea-Bissau in September. Long ball forward. Dangerous one looking for Mozamil, but it's dealt with well by the Guinea-Bissau defence. Nano with the throw. Flag was up against Mendy. Former international himself, Basiro Kande, in his second spell in charge of his country. And I think win here and he'll be relatively happy with the way that his side have performed. Started with a win and a draw. They did concede 8 goals to Morocco without reply, but over 2 games. But Morocco, far and away the best team in this group. Shooting opportunity, charged down. It was Adil Ahmed with the effort from just outside the box. There he is, the Al Hilal midfielder. Mendy, that's a nice touch. Ambry. And now Jorginho, nicely built that attack, and if he could have found Mendy, Jorginho, that would have been a glorious opportunity for Mendy to open the scoring. And now at the opposite end. Oh, he just stumbled, Abderrahman. Just at the wrong time as far as he was concerned. Allowed the Guinea-Bissau defence to regroup. That was the opportunity at the other end. Beautifully constructed, crafted attack from the nominal hosts. El Tahir with the corner. Not sure if that was what he intended, but he'll have an opportunity from the other side now. Or in fact, the same side, says the referee. Another near post delivery, so it probably was intended. El Tahir once more. Goes to the second post this time, and it was over the head of the leaping Marcelo Diallo. But he was helped out by a teammate to get the ball clear. Abdallah, that's a lovely ball out to El Tahir. Adil Ahmed trying to turn the ball inside and then going into the challenge with real determination. Certainly no feel of the end of school sort of atmosphere to this game, as there could have been. No doubt both sides with more than one eye on that encounter in Garura on the 10th of January when they kick off their Nations Cup campaign. Marcelo Diallo's header, not away. Abdelrahman trying to turn. Got the shot away. Went through the legs of Falikandi. But off target for the inventive Sudan number 10. A lovely little turn back onto his left foot. Here's Marcelo Diallo. Born in Barcelona, Marcelo Diallo, and was on the books of Real Madrid as a youth, also signed for Juventus at one stage in his career. Has some big names on his CV. We've had 15 minutes in Marrakesh. Guinea-Bissau 0, Sudan 0. This pair in their final Group I qualifier. Morocco already through. Morocco play their final game in the group at home to Guinea tomorrow in Casablanca. El Shagal keeps it in. El Tahir just battling with Kande. Gets it back to Mendesh, and he's under a little bit of pressure. Took that very casually, the Guinea-Bissau captain, and Abdelrahman wins it. Well, it drops nicely for Guinea-Bissau. Kande again. Marcelo Diallo. Here's Simão Jr. He, like Falikande, plays in the Portuguese Algarve, but Simão Jr. at Faroe. Here's Alpha Semedo. Has Champions League experience from his time at Benfica, does the Guinea-Bissau number 23. Marcelo Jello. Guinea-Bissau certainly have dropped the tempo after the frantic first 5 minutes. Jorginho leaves it for Marcelo Jello, and Guinea-Bissau have not crossed the halfway line in about a minute. They may well do now. Long ball forward from Opa Sanget. Dealt with though by the Sudanese defence, and they return the favour, and Marcelo Jello has to concede a throw. Guinea-Bissau ranked 109th in the world. Sudan 123rd, so you'd expect this to be a fairly even encounter. Aimed into the penalty area where Mosamil was trying to find some space. Al-Shagail. Now Amir Kamar. 5-time Sudanese title winner is Kamal with Al Hilal. And the offside flag is up again. This time against Ambry. And Sudan keen to get on with the game. Jallo once more. Talked about he was at Real Madrid and Juventus. He's now at Boavista since last summer. He's just trying to sneak in there. Was Alpha Semedo. And now he's going to have to charge back with Sudan on the attack. They won't have to run too much if they give the ball away as cheaply as that. 20 minutes in Marrakesh. Guinea-Bissau 0, Sudan 0. Al-Shagail out wide to Faris Abdallah. Gives it back to his captain. Metronomic is Al-Shagail. Kamar. Space now for Faris Abdallah. Shagail steps away from a couple of Guinea-Bissau players, but not a third. Now it's Sudan's opportunity to get some possession in the Guinea-Bissau half. Can they create anything with it as Adil Ahmed comes forward? He loses his footing and loses the ball. Shagail. Walid Hassan. Now Kamar. Not just a stopper. I mean, Kamar can be a threat at set pieces as well. Came up with a late equaliser in the 2-2 draw against Guinea. That was back in October. Foul, says the referee from Burkina Faso, and he wants a word with Amir Kamal. Alexandre Mendy felt the challenge. Winning his third cap today is Alex Mendy, French-born forward. There he is, the solidly built Guinea-Bissau number 9. Real handful for defenders. Gives as good as he gets. It's much too close to Ali Abdallah. Easy for the Sudan goalkeeper, and he launches it long. There was a foul, says the referee. Fali Kande. Abdelrahman suggests there was an elbow used. He's not the only one. Let's have a look. Was there an elbow? No. Wasn't an elbow. Certainly a hand on the shoulder of Yassir Mozamil. And now it's Mendesh's turn to yell at his teammates and get them into line for the wall to be in front of this free kick with 25 minutes gone. Sudan looking to strike from the set piece. Comfortably away. Not great delivery at all. Here comes Sudan again. El Tahir flicks off a defender, and it's behind for a corner. Tahir's ball in to the back post. El Shagal was up there. Faris Abdallah trying to keep Sudan on the front foot here. Kadir switches play to El Tahir. That's a dangerous ball. And still an opportunity. Oh, just took his eye off it, did El Shagal, and it ran away from him. Faris Abdallah. Easy for Fali Kande. Should have found a teammate. It's good interception actually by Mohamed Said. And then given away cheaply by Sudan. 12 for Semedo. Here's Marcelo Jallo. Simao Jr. plays it out to the far side. You can see the sun going down. There was sun on that part of the pitch some 20 minutes ago. Sangante knocks it long, too long. And in a move I've not seen before, it seems to me that we've got now inverted fullbacks. Talk about inverted wingers, but Falikande and Nanu appear to have switched flanks for Guinea-Bissau. Nanu, who started on the right, is now on the left, and vice versa. See if that's confirmed. There you can see the number 21, and now they're switching back again. Kande picking up the ball, and his coach and namesake wants a little bit more intensity. Mendy. Sangante. And here is Nanu. Plays it on first time. To João Jakite. Simao Jr. Harried and forced backwards by Salah Eldin Adil Ahmed. Mendes. That's a heavy touch from Marcelo Diallo. It's fortunate. That's not a good touch either. Has to be said that the pitch is not helping these sides. Abdelrahman. A lot of bare patches and pretty bumpy. There was a foul, says the referee, who brought play back. Abdelrahman was caught, but he was also offside, it would seem. Guinea-Bissau only entered qualifying for the World Cup for the first time ahead of France 98. Sudan actually have a richer football history. They were part of the inaugural Africa Cup of Nations. 10 points to you if you know that that was back in 1957. Only 3 nations took part, Sudan one of them. Get a further 10 points if you know that it was Egypt and Ethiopia. In fact, that's probably worth more than 10 points. That's really good football trivia. Sudan actually winning the Africa Cup of Nations back in 1970. And of course, it's a country that's been troubled by events off the pitch, shall we say. Can't make things easy for preparations. As I mentioned, they played the only game that they've played, in fact, outside of Morocco in this group stage is the 4-2 win, the 4-2 defeat, excuse me, at home to Guinea-Bissau in Omdurman back in September. Guinea-Bissau have an opportunity here. We're just past the half-hour mark. Still Guinea-Bissau 0, Sudan 0. Drifted to the back post. Mendy's there and putting pressure on Ali Abdallah, but he was offside. Sudan could come away with it with their captain El Shagat. Over the head of El Tahir. Looking for the run of Kande. Great tracking back by El Tahir, and it's a foul by Kande. I think Kande may well have just stood on the hand or the arm, yep, of El Tahir. After the Sudan player fell to the floor. Right there, ow. That is painful. Not too serious, I should imagine, superficial injury, but that will smart. Doesn't look to be too much sympathy for the teammate on the bench. Sudan for the minute then temporarily down to 10 men. Sudan do have the added bonus of the Arab Cup coming up to fine-tune their preparations for the Nations Cup, as well as trying to win the Arab Cup itself. That's being staged late November and until mid-December in Qatar. They'll be using venues that will be used at the World Cup next year. Sudan will be playing in a tough group. They've got Algeria A, which is an Algeria side made up of locally based players. Egypt and Lebanon are in their group. Fair charge, says the referee. Abdel Rahman trying to break through, and a chance maybe. And from a penalty appeal at one end to a shot wide from Yassir Mozamil at the other, in the space of just a handful of seconds. This was the challenge by Mohamed Said on Steve Ambry. Shoulder to shoulder, I think, reckoned the referee. Mozamil firing wide at the opposite end. Neither goalkeeper significantly tested as yet. Maybe an opportunity here as Mendy has support in the middle, and an early ball. And an offside flag. Sangante's had a real physical presence in central defence for Guinea-Bissau. It's going to be difficult for Sudan if they don't use Abdel Rahman's strengths, which is playing the ball to his feet, rather than to try and to find his head in competition with Sangante and Marcelo Diallo. Absolute giants of men. Here's Sangante. Plays his club football in France with the second division side Châteauroux. Oh, that's nicely done. Faris Abdallah. Get the impression that Faris Abdallah prefers to be in the opposition half, even though he's a left back. Let's just say he interprets the role in an attacking frame of mind. Back in his own penalty area now, and gives it straight to Simao Jr. Ambry was looking for the run of Jorginho, and he's caught by Faris Abdallah. I think play waved on, but it was advantage played, I think, by the referee. But now Sudan can break. Here's El Tahir. Knew the challenge was coming from Marcelo Jallo, did well. And there's the free kick. He just drew Marcelo Jallo into the challenge and skipped over it. I think that one you can call a full-blooded challenge. I think it was the tackle by Alpha Semedo, in fact, that led to the free kick, not the one from Marcelo Jallo. So Sudan set-piece specialist Atia El Tahir behind this free kick. 6 white shirts in the area to aim for. And again goes near post, and it got a touch. That surely got a touch, I was going to say. Got a touch of Falikande at the near post. Could have directed it into his own goal. A little bit fortunate he didn't. He'll say it was good defending. But that ball was delivered into a dangerous area by El Tahir. Six minutes to go till the break. Guinea-Bissau 0. And Sudan still 0 because of the save from Mendes. Leapt across to his left to pour that one away. May well have hurt himself in the process. El Tahir's ball in. I think it was El Shagal just sneaking in on the blind side of Kedir. It was indeed. Didn't get a clean header on it, but it needed the save from Mendes, and it was a very, very good save indeed. Turns 32 on Saturday, does Jonas Mendes. Be hoping to celebrate with 3 points, but you can certainly be proud of that stop. Great effort from the Guinea-Bissau goalkeeper, and then he just berates his teammates, as goalkeepers usually do. But Sudan still on the front foot, and they're finishing the first half stronger. Long throw, commanding header away by Jallo. On as far as Faris Abdallah. And it had Mendes backpedaling. You could see what he was trying to do, Faris Abdallah. He just couldn't quite do it. Opasangante. Looking for Ambry, but it was a foul by the Guinea-Bissau man. It was taken very quickly. Kamal to Mohamed Said. And now Faris Abdallah. Could have played an early ball. Probably should have. Mozamil had stolen a little bit of a march on his markers. Kande. Mendy. Does well. That's nicely done. Tahir's ball forward. Easy enough for Marcelo Jallo, and the offside flag was up anyway, as you can see. Abdelrahman not quite timing his run. He's not had enough of an influence in this first half. Abdelrahman, I'm sure Uber Velut would have liked to have seen him more on the ball than number 10. Kande. He's been very active as Basiro Kande in that Guinea-Bissau technical area. Tahir's going to launch this into the box. It's a long throw as well. And another emphatic header away by Marcelo Jallo. We're into the final minutes of the first half. Still goalless in Marrakesh between Guinea-Bissau and Sudan. Simao Jr. Kande. Looking for Mendy. Wasn't in much danger of finding him though. Needs to be more accurate. As Mendy, when he does get the ball, can certainly hold it up. An additional 60 seconds then at the end of this one. At the end of this first half, I should say. Nanu. Got his foot on it. Couldn't bring it down, Alpha Semedo. And that will probably be it for the first half action here from Marrakesh. El Shagaya. Abdelrahman turns it on beautifully into the channel. The Sudan players. Well, I thought they were appealing for a whistle for offside, but in fact it's half time. Burkina Faso referee has seen enough from the first half in Marrakesh. And at half-time, it's Guinea-Bissau 0, Sudan 0. Welcome back to Marrakesh, Guinea-Bissau, and their captain Jonas Mendes getting back out onto the pitch for this nominal home game, their final Group I qualifier against Sudan, who are also out getting their feet moving after a little 15-minute break here. Goalless at the interval, though. Sudan with the best opportunity late on in that first half. Mendes with a really fine save to keep it at 0-0. Gia Majoub is coming on, it would seem. Question is, for whom? The answer is Wali al-Din Kedia. So Majoub is on. Will be very shortly. First change of the afternoon. And here's the second one. It's Umbri who's making way. Jefferson Nkeda comes on for Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau get us underway then in the second half, with these two looking to wrap up their qualifying campaign on the high of a win. In Sudan's case, it would be the first. And it would also, if they do win, lift them off the bottom of the group ahead of Morocco's game with Guinea. Jallo just helps it back to his goalkeeper, Sangante. Lots long up to Mendy. Did enough to keep possession in the substitute. And Kere gets caught. That will be our first yellow card. It's Mohamed Saeed who gets his name taken. Wasted opportunity. Sangante's ball looking for the overlapping Fali Kande. Here's Said. And Shigaya. Now Ali Abdallah. Oh, that's going to be a corner. Needlessly conceded, a little apology. I have to say the game started at quite a tempo. The first 5 or 6 minutes, but has since dropped off quite a lot. Joao Jakite with the corner. Again to the near post. Comfortably dealt with, and now Mozamil can attack. A little bit isolated. And he's run the ball out of play as well. Sangante. Simao Jr. Simao Jr., who's part of the Guinea-Bissau squad for the 2019 Nations Cup. The 2021 edition is the third consecutive Nations Cup for which they've qualified. Not a good ball in. He made space for the cross as well. Jefferson and Nkeda, the half-time substitute. And the delivery was awful. Flicked on, but nobody there for Abdelrahman. Simao Jr. was fouled, says the referee. Nkeda taking on Faris Abdallah, trying to force his way past, and he's out-muscled and outmanned. Nearly 6 minutes into the second half. Guinea-Bissau 0, Beveluts Sudan 0. Former goalkeeper Veluto had 13 years at the legendary French club Stade de Reims. Reims, who was second only really to Real Madrid, the great Real Madrid side of the 1950s in that decade in European football. Beaten twice in the European Cup final, including the very first one by Real Madrid. Abdelrahman tries to make headway. Faris Abdallah. Throw deep in Guinea-Bissau territory. Mohamed Said goes all the way back to Ali Abdallah. Well out of his goal. Wastes the ball forward. He's looking for Adil Ahmed. Here's Opa Sangante. Nanu plays for Porto now, having been at Benfica as a youth. Crossed that Portuguese football rivalry. Jorginho's wondering what he did wrong. Did well to keep it in, and Nkeda. Now Shagel, not happy with the decision. Just as the referee wasn't happy with his challenge. Taken quickly. Can Guinea-Bissau make something of this? Not with the ball into the box like that, they can't. It's only Mendy in there anywhere, and Ali Abdallah in a real hurry to get things underway. And a good bit of sweeper keepering by Jonas Mendes. Great spot as well from the Sudan goalkeeper Ali Abdallah. Saw that there was an opportunity for Abdel Rahman, and they weren't too far away from linking up. Just as Abdel Rahman links up with Abdallah there, dispossessed up by Nkeda. Was out of play. Faris Abdallah. Maybe a shooting opportunity here. There is. Decent strike by the substitute Majoub. Was well hit, but rising over the bar. Look at the space for the number 19 to move into. Marcelo Jallo thought about going. That's not too far away at all. Ten minutes into the second half then. Guinea-Bissau 0, Sudan 0. They had a good chance at the end of the first half, did Sudan. Great save by Mendes. And that shot that's just flashed over the crossbar from Majoub. Guinea-Bissau, for all their enterprise and endeavour, have not really created much danger at all. Here's Al-Shagel. Sangante just charges in. Faris Abdallah. Abdelrahman. That's overhit by Majoub, surely. Felt that challenge, did Valikande. This was the shooting opportunity for Gia Majoub. Guinea-Bissau free kick, helped on by Mendy towards Simao Jr., but the whistle goes. Here's Abdelrahman. Adil Ahmed battling with Simao Jr. but loses out. And another foul, this time by Majoub. And a word out of turn as well, it would seem, from the number 19. Alpha Semedo is just limping away from the challenge. And now suddenly finds that he can move quite freely. Opa Sangante gets it back from Simao Jr. Here is Semedo. Plays in Portugal for Vitória Guimarães now. I mentioned he was at Benfica earlier. He had loan spells at Nottingham Forest and Reading in England. He was at Reading last year, actually. before signing for Vitória Guimarães in the summer on a permanent basis. Nanu. Is that a foul? No. Kande, the coach, thought it was, but here comes Sudan. That's not a foul. Mozamil just seemed to run out of steam as Nanu chased back. Seemed to run out of steam, and as he fell to the ground, a very, very optimistic look, it has to be said, at the referee. No way that was going to be a penalty. We're approaching the hour mark. Guinea-Bissau 0, Sudan 0. Here come Guinea-Bissau, Mendy. Alexandre Mendy. That was a good strike. And a good save as well. It was travelling for Ali Abdallah to deal with. Good interception by Jorginho. Just a simple ball through and the space opened up for Mendy. And it was moving all over the place and very nearly caught out Ali Abdallah. Solid header away by Adil Ahmed. Guinea-Bissau still have it though. Kande to Jorginho. Now Simao Jr. Sangante. Nanu. Good overlapping run by Nanu. Ends with a corner. Up to track back to Del Shagail. It's a mistake actually by Adil Ahmed, giving the ball straight to Jorginho. As you can see, the swerve nearly took it past Ali Abdallah, just shot out that left hand. In comes the corner. Great clearing header from Mohamed Said. Might come back at them again, but it's just gone out of play. Sun just going down in Marrakesh, as you can see. Guinea-Bissau and Sudan still goalless. There were 8 goals when these two met earlier in the campaign. Perhaps they're just saving themselves for the latter stages of this game. That's a decent looking ball, but well read by Amir Kamal. That was nicely done by El Shagat. You can just see the experience when he has the ball in a tight situation and he's so calm. by Marcelo Jallo on Mozamil. Despite what the Guinea-Bissau number 3 thinks. Not impressed with the official's decision. Al Shagal again turning away just so almost nonchalantly. Jallo across to Sangante. .25 minutes left. Guinea-Bissau 0, Sudan 0. Guinea-Bissau haven't scored a goal since they beat Sudan back in September. In fact, the five goals that they've scored in qualifying all came in those first 2 games. They drew at home with Guinea. Oh, I say at home, but they didn't play at home. They played that one in Mauritania in their opening qualifier. Then scored 4 in Sudan. And after that, they've lost 5-0 and 3-0 to Morocco and drew 0-0 with Guinea in Conakry just 3 days ago. They've got to defend here as Al Tahir lines up this free kick. Marcelo Jallo's header away. A very good one indeed. Comes back in though. And Jallo uses his head in literal and metaphorical sense. Here's Simao Jr. Nice ball out wide to Nanu. There's a foul there on Jefferson and Queda. Almost constantly talking to his team is Basiro Kande, the Guinea-Bissau coach. Sangante does well. Now needs options and movement ahead of him. He's way offside, surely. Well, they should have played on, really, because he wasn't offside, was he? Nanu. Flag went up early. Jefferson Queda was offside. What's this? And Queda's offside for sure. But Nanu certainly wasn't. Sudan then gearing up for a couple more changes. Faris Abdallah makes way. Ahmed Adam Mohamed is on. And Mozamil also replaced. Ramadan Sharif. provides fresh legs going forward for the visitors. "21 minutes left in Marrakesh. Still goalless. After a period of higher intensity, the tempo's dropped again. Here's Sangante. Jallo. Looking long for Nkeda, but didn't get that. Abdelrahman. Not seen much of him at all. Mohamed Abdelrahman. He's the one player in the Sudan squad with that just little X factor. Oh, he's through here though, and an opportunity for the opening goal, but he's offside. Thought he was. Jorginho. He, of course, doesn't think he was, neither does his coach. Well, he wasn't. Not there, but that's not the ball. That was definitely offside. Jorginho, who was on the books of Manchester City as a youngster. Now plays his football, or his club football, at the moment in Poland with Wisła Płock, where he's on loan from Bulgarian side Ludogorets Razgrad. That's not a bad ball. The header was from the substitute. It's only just come on as Al-Ghazouei Hussein. Abdelrahman with the shot. Definitely some frustration in there from the gifted number 10. Looked to his left, saw that there was potentially some help. Still went for goal anyway. Here's Sangante. Mendy tried to just flick it through and it very nearly came off. Jefferson Nkeda was the man on the move as the flag goes up on the far side. Ramadan Sharif offside. Here's Sangante. Both sides threatening a breakthrough. Simão Jr. Good interception by Amir Kamal. Reads the game so well. Definitely offside as well. Jorginho once again. Free kick, says the referee. Why? Flag had gone up. There, I guess. Was a foul. Challenge on João Jakite has given Guinea-Bissau Fairly promising free kick here. Ali Abdallah trying to get his angles right with the warp. Fali Kande, Guinea-Bissau left back. So his shot will likely be peeling away from the goalkeeper if he goes this near side. Mohamed Said with the job that nobody wants. Just behind the wall. Approaching the final 15 minutes. Guinea-Bissau 0, Sudan 0. Some members of the Guinea-Bissau delegation getting excited. Kande goes for goal. And ricochets off her head in the wall. Well, you can see who it was, the number 14. Salah Eldin Adil Ahmed. The wall doing its job then. In comes the corner. Jallo's in there making a nuisance of himself, but it's smashed away. Might come back at them. Here's Kande. An opportunity to counter-attack. Ramadan Sharif was all alone, but didn't make the most of it. And there's a player who's down. Painful one. Shot was blocked. But he's paid for it, has Ahmed Mohamed. He's only just come off the bench, so I'll be hoping to get back onto the pitch. Here's Nanu. Marcelo Jallo. Across to the far side. The Kande. He is back on the pitches. Mohamed. Nanu. Adil Ahmed. It's a lovely ball out wide. El Tahir. Adil Ahmed again. And still trying to work it onto his right foot to get a shot away when there was space to shoot with his left. That was wild. That was wild from Mohamed Said, and he's already been booked. Jefferson and Keda. It's the man. Look at that. Well, for me, he's very fortunate not to pick up a second yellow card. Here's the Sudan number 6. Very, very fortunate indeed. Nanu. Away away by Mohamed Said. It'll be another Guinea-Bissau throw. Just saw Frederick Mendy getting ready to come on. There he is, the experienced Vitória Setúbal forward. Looks like he'll have some 10 minutes or so to try and impress here. And it's Mendy for Mendy, like for like in more than one sense, the centre forward for centre forward as well. So Frederick Mendy is on. Mendy, who scored in the 3-0 win against Congo to secure qualification for the Africa Cup of Nations. In the final qualifier, it was winner takes all in that one. Guinea-Bissau have more immediate concerns. That's a hamstring injury. It will be a concern for the Nations Cup as well. Can't quite see who's the injured party. I think it may well be Simao Jr. Or is it João Jakite? It is João Jakite. He was holding his hamstring, but I'm not quite sure what part of his leg's ailing him. He's limping very, very heavily towards the sidelines, and concerned look on Basiro Kande's face. Guinea-Bissau down to 10 men, as you can see. Jakite getting treatment still on the far side. And Keda. Cross is dealt with by Sudan. El Tahir. Good return ball. Trying to feed Ramadan Sharif immediately. Sangante. Jakite is back on. Seems to be moving freely enough. Keep an eye on that one. Here's Nanu. He's gotten forward much more in the second half than he did in the first, and here he goes again. He won't get that. Doesn't beat the ball or Mohamed Said. And so Jakite is going to make way, and as you can see, he's still suffering. So Moreto Kasama will come on. Nobody there in a white shirt. He's easy enough for Jonas Mendes, who's not been tested in the second half. There was that one shot that flashed just over his bar and he was flying spectacularly over to his left, but they've not done enough to trouble him after the break, have Sudan. Approaching the final 5 minutes in Marrakesh. Guinea-Bissau 0, Sudan 0. Will these two share the spoils for their final Group I qualifier? For Guinea-Bissau, it's the final competitive fixture before they meet Sudan in the Nations Cup in January. Nanu, Sangante, and now Marcelo Giallo across to Kande. That was well done to keep it in, and Adil Ahmed just steps nicely inside to challenge El Shagel. Kamal. Foul, says the referee. Maybe an opportunity here for Sudan. Sudan want to make a change before the set piece. Abdelrahman is going off. Mohamed Al Rashid finally given permission to come on. Heads up just to the edge of that penalty area. Delivered low and hard, but away by the first man. Saeed's header only as far as Frederic Mendy. Looking for Jorginho, that will be a corner. Quite sure why he's so unhappy, Walid Hassan. The Burkina Faso referee not impressed with the Sudan number 13's descent. He says there was a push. Let's have a look here. Very much 50-50. Jorginho, dispossessed. Now Sudan, well, they had a chance to break. Simao Jr. intercepting. And a crucial interception too from Kamal, with Mendy moving in behind. That's going to run out of play. Both teams just short of ideas in the final third. Simao Jr. Can't find a teammate. And now Amir Kamal has it. On Shagail. Ahmed Mohamed. Al-Rashid. Slings it in to the far side. Not sure he meant that ball, but it turned out to be a very good pass. And Al-Tahir, who's had a very decent game indeed for Sudan, gets a corner. And he's not actually going to take it. I think it's the substitute Ahmed Mohamed who's coming across, and he's going to bend it in with that left foot. We're into the final seconds of the 90. Must be at least 2 or 3 minutes to be added on. An opportunity for Sudan to grab the 3 points as 3 minutes added. Difficult one for the goalkeeper. Grazed his fingertips. Not the most convincing effort from Jonas Mendes. But enough of a touch to take it away from El Shagal, who's just behind him. Best delivery of a set piece we've seen so far. Another good ball in. And a header on target. Straight at Mendes though. Sudan a little bit unlucky. Now Guinea-Bissau with a promising position. Well, completely wasted by Fali Kande. Al-Tahir's ball in, and the header solid enough from Amir Kamal. Either side of Mendes and the Guinea-Bissau goalkeeper would have had a problem. So Mbeni on for Jorginho, or Jorgintima as he's known on that caption. Well inside the final minute now. Still 0-0. Will there be one more opportunity for either side? Adil Ahmed. Sudan at number 14's been a really important cog in the Sudan side. Linking back to front. And there goes the full-time whistle. Guinea-Bissau and Sudan complete their Group I campaign with a 0-0 draw. A point apiece for Basiro Kande and his Sudan counterpart Uber Velud. Neither side looked particularly dangerous throughout the 90 minutes. Sudan arguably had the better of the chances, if not always the better of the play. It's ended here, Guinea-Bissau 0, Sudan 0. Won't really have to wash his gloves. Ali Abdallah, the Sudan goalkeeper, not troubled at all. His opposite number, Jonas Mendes, made a very good save in the latter stages of the first half, but that was the only clear-cut opportunity of the 90 minutes in Marrakesh, which overall were fairly disappointing. And if either coach was hoping to learn lessons that would serve them well in the Nations Cup in January, I'm not sure they'll have learned too much from that game. Understandable that both teams perhaps played with their foot off the pedal just a little bit, with their World Cup fate decided long before kickoff. Guinea-Bissau will be hoping that the limping João Jakite is not too badly injured. He's a shoo-in for the Nations Cup squad as we see the small group of Guinea-Bissau supporters and delegation trying to get the players to give them their shirts. So there's the Group I standings. Morocco and Guinea, they play their final game tomorrow. Morocco already through to the playoffs. Guinea-Bissau with a 2-point advantage over Guinea in the group. So Guinea will have to beat Morocco to have the honour of finishing second to the group winners. Sudan will finish bottom on 3 points.